Alright. Okay. This is my first time getting um, a request for advice. So, we're just going to check it out, I guess, right? I think you just read it and then answer. I blurred out his email. What's up, man? I hope you're doing great. Sorry for coming to you about this. No problem. So, first of all, before I even read this fucking thing, hey, props to you for reaching out, dude. I know as a guy, especially, it can be a little difficult to ask people for advice. So, um, you can't do anything alone. One and two, like, I am a little more experienced than you. I just happen to be older. So, I hope I can help you out. But never, never don't like guys. Don't apologize for reaching out for help and advice on shit. So one thing I was actually gonna make a video about this too. One thing I don't like about advice is like people telling you what to do instead of how to think. I think advice should never be what specifically to do, but advice should be how to think about something. So, but I'll probably make an entire video about that. What's up, man? Hope you're doing great. Sorry for coming to you about this. I feel like you're the only one who will give me a blunt, straightforward answer. I'm in high school and there's this girl that I'm really into. We're both 16 and she's a grade under. I was talking to her about college. Oops, that's an alarm. I was talking to her about college, and she planned on going and would stay along the East Coast. I have a really bad habit of planning super fast, so I don't know where he lives. Probably not on the East Coast because he says she's going there, so that seems like kind of a point there. I have a really bad habit of planning super far ahead, but say the relationship goes extremely well. What happens when college rolls around? Is it worth it to try and maintain a long distance relationship if it's healthy, or maybe split up for a while and see if we could work after see if something could work after she gets out? I don't think college is for me, and I plan to go into trade. Am I thinking way too far ahead? And is it even worth it to shoot my shot to potentially break up in a couple years? Okay, well that's the question with any relationship. Obviously, assuming that it goes well, in parenthetical. This may be a no-brainer to someone with experience such as yourself, but as someone who's never been in a relationship, I'm really confused on what I should do. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. So, two things. First of all, um, there's no perfect model for a long-distance relationship. Oh man, relationship advice is one of those hairy things. I got to be very careful, and I have to be very right when I speak. Here's what I'll say. I'll say first and foremost, do not listen to fucking like take what you see on Instagram Reels and TikTok with a grain of salt. Everybody will say don't do a long distance relationship. It's not worth it. No, there's people that I know personally who have told me about people that they know personally who have been in an 8 year relationship overseas. Some motherfucker lived in literally. I'm not making this up. Somebody lived in Paris, and they lived in America. Things were fine. Nobody cheated. They fucking got together after that time and got married. I've known people that have done it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Okay, so first of all, it depends on how far you guys are. If it's like 4 or 5 hours, that's not that bad. I'm gonna keep it real, especially when you get a car. Dude, it depends on the effort. Now, Skype calls, um, things like that are gonna be your saving grace. The thing that you're not going to take in any point in any relationship, regardless if it's long distance or if it's close, man, this is so cool, is disrespect. So never take any amount of disrespect. You're not going to be emotional when you feel disrespected. You got to ask her and things like that, because you got to remember, now that you're on the phone only, you basically transition. I've done a long distance relationship for about 8 months or something like that, a little bit longer, I think, on and off, because not us were on and off, the distance was on and off because I went to college. And the thing is, like, um, when you have a long distance relationship, that girl now transforms into a phone girlfriend, and the rules and regulations are different here. You can't see her. A lot of the times when there's an issue in a relationship, sometimes it stems from like not being able to literally see the person, and then when you see them, everything's kind of fine. um, Play it cool, be cool. And if you feel like it's not working, leave. Do not be afraid to leave. Do not. Do not hold on to her too tight. She's probably going to go on and party. She's probably going to want to live her life. Bro, you're going to have to let her do that shit. And motherfuckers are going to be like, yo, if your girl goes to a party, drop her. Bro, listen. You cannot hold this girl back from living her fucking life. Dog, she's in college. She's going to go to a party. Will she cheat? Probably fucking not. Social media has convinced these motherfuckers that bitches just love to cheat and they just go around here sucking dicks left and right. No. Bitches cheat on weak ass dudes. That's what happens. Like, I got cheated on once and I know exactly why. It's because I was being a bitch. That shit, that shit does not happen now. I can tell you that. Women do not cheat on me, bro. It just doesn't happen. And I'll say this as well. If you feel like you're being cheated on or you feel like something's weird, talk to her about it and play it cool. That'll probably happen eventually in the relationship. Play it fucking cool. If you feel like this is the one, and you feel like this is the one, because like it sounds like you're a dude that's like dating to marry. So if you're dating to marry, bro, you have to first think, is this the woman I want to marry? So you have to first figure out what a marryable woman looks like. She needs to authentically love you. She needs to and this isn't going to be like certain, she has to cook for you, she has to do this. Cooking is a loving gesture, but so is just authentic love in general. Women love to cook in general. So if they cook for you, that's usually the reason that people say that, like, get a woman who cooks for you, because women enjoy serving their man for the most part just as much as men enjoy protecting their woman. So it's like, the thing is, like, if you feel yourself in your authentic masculine energy around her, and you find her in her authentic or feminine energy around you, then dude, fucking go for it. And I'll tell you this, do not be afraid of losing time. You're gonna lose time in a relationship one day, no matter what happens. Like, that's the only way to get good at understanding women in relationships, is by fucking up. So if you're afraid of, like, oh, I don't know if this is the right decision, it's like, dude, just do it. Do it. Just do it. Because you never know. This could be that one. But she could also fuck you over. So it's one of the things I could tell you is, bro, do not stress about things that you can't see, bro. Don't try and stress about what's over the mountain if you can't see. You can't see through mountains. You're not fucking Superman. You're not, you don't have X-ray vision, bro. So play it cool. Whatever happens, play it fucking cool. Play it cool. Do not spaz ever. There's no reason to ever spaz. So here's what I'll tell you. Don't spaz. Don't take disrespect, and fucking, you have to let her live. I know a really hot girl. I know a babe who goes out every fucking weekend at the bar I work at, bro. She's a babe, like maybe a 9, maybe an 8.5, 9. And great personality, full-time job, and she has a boyfriend that she hasn't seen in literally months. Like, he lives far, multiple states away. And she doesn't cheat. If she cheated, I'd know, because we're good friends. If she cheated, I would definitely know. And bro, like, it can work like that, because he's a G. I'm not gonna lie. So you got to be a dog. So here's what I have to say as well. 16 is really fucking young, and you're not gonna be a fully developed man yet, and she's not gonna be a fully developed woman yet. So the relationship will not be fucking perfect, and you guys have to grow. You have to grow. Like, you can't allow your relationship to keep you from growing. So if you feel like that's happening, you have to end the relationship. You cannot be afraid to end the relationship, bro. I know it's going to sound fucked up, but there's way too many women out here to get caught up on one. So if she's treating you right, stick around. And if it's not working, and you're talking to her and things aren't working, and you're doing the best that you can as well, keep in mind, if something in the relationship isn't working, it's probably your fault, because you're a man. It's probably your fault. It's either A, you're not being a grown-ass man, B, you're being too emotional, C, you don't have your own space, and you're relying on her to keep you entertained and shit like that. Don't do that. Like, don't go crying to this girl about shit, because she's going to be in college, bro. You got to remember, she's going to be stressed. So you have to keep that in mind as well, her emotions and things like that. So what I'll say is this, like, I don't know if you're in a relationship right now yet. I was talking to her in college. She planned on going and would stay along the East Coast. I'm in high school. There's this girl I'm really into. We're both 16. She's grade under. College. So college is in probably 2 years. So first of all, I will say, for the question of am I thinking too far ahead, yes. Because, bro, if she's a grade under, she's probably 15 and going to college in 3 years. And if you're in a trade, you're probably going to stick around the area. I'll say this as well. Don't stick around and form your life around her yet. You're too young to do that. So if you get a trade offer that's in, like, let's say, the West Coast. Go to the West Coast, bro. Do not stay on the East Coast for her. If you get an offer that's on the West Coast, go to the West Coast. Do you feel me? But I would say start the relationship, bro. I'd say start it, see how it goes. Play it cool, be a G, do your shit. You're 16, go to the gym, be someone that's attractive. Be attractive. Dude, one of the things that I hate seeing, one of the things I fucking hate seeing is, like, motherfuckers who are confused why people aren't attracted to them when they're not attractive. So get and stay attractive. And remember this, fucking females and men as well, males and females both alike, attraction is something that you cannot control. So if she falls out of attraction with you, that is your fucking fault. Because you're missing something. Don't grab her and try and get her back. Don't do that shit. Let her fucking go. Hey, if you improve, she comes back around, that's fine. But if you feel her slipping, let her fucking slip, bro. Now, I'm not saying don't try and keep it alive. Have a conversation. But don't break your neck trying to keep her around if she's clearly going. You feel me? Now, I know that's a little vague, and it's going to be hard to understand, and it's going to be very situational. But that just comes with experience, bro. I'm keeping it real. I've lost women. I've kept women. And that's just how it goes. So, I'll say this. I'll say definitely start the relationship. Definitely. And you have enough time, because she's going to leave in probably 2 or 3 years, to where you're going to be able to feel her out as a person. So it's not about, like, cooking or whatever. That's arbitrary things. It's like it's the thing doesn't matter. It's the authenticity of her femininity, and you have to be authentically masculine. You have to be strong. You have to fucking mean what you say. If you say you're not going to fuck with something, don't fuck with it. If you say you're not going to, like, you just don't take disrespect. Disrespect is really the only thing that you shouldn't take, bro. Like, if she doesn't she's young. She's going to fuck up. So you're going to have to let her do that. You're going to have to let her do that. She's going to test you. And when I say test, and people say test, what does this fucking mean? Like, for example, I am talking to a girl, and she, like, forgot about our first date. And that was fucked up. And I hated that, and I was pissed. She hit on me. She planned the date, and we planned the date together, and she fucking forgot about it. And she made some shit up, like, well, I don't know if she made it up, but she's like, oh, this and this happened. And I was like, look, I sent her a voice message. I was like, look, I kept it P. This is going to sound a little cringy, but I kept it P. I was like, I said, hey, I set aside time to see you, and my time is very valuable. If you want to see me, you can plan and pay for the next date. If not, it was nice to meet you. I didn't say it that stern. I kind of said it. I was like, this is exactly how I said it. I was like, it was a voice memo. I said, I set aside time to see you, and my time is very valuable to me. If you want to see me again, you can plan and pay for the next date. If not, and I mean this genuinely, it was nice to meet you. And that's it. That's keeping it P. That's being a G. That's not getting emotional. And now, she's obsessed with me, and I like her a lot. She's a great girl. But, like, if I spazzed on her, that was a test. She didn't even know she probably genuinely forgot. Like, that's what I told her in the message. I said, people forget shit all the time. That's fine. But if you did it on purpose, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's not getting emotional. That's keeping it P. You got to keep it P at all times. And, like, things will work out. Look at my volume spazzing over here, bro. Look at this shit. Like, we're not dating, but I like this girl. And we spend a lot of time together. So, bro, speak of the devil, she's calling right now. Matter of fact, hey, babe.
Hi, baby.
I'm filming a video right now. I'll call you back in a minute.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Okay.
All right. Bro, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up, G. You can't make this shit up, G. You can't make this shit up, bro. Bro, I couldn't have written that shit better. You cannot make this shit up, bro. You can't. You can't do it. You can't. I can't make that shit up. I can't. I'm keeping it a stack, bro. That's my honey. That's my sweetheart. All right? But fucking, I wouldn't have got that phone call if I spazzed on her. You feel what I'm saying? Keep it P. Play it cool. No matter what happens. Hey, and if you got to split up, play it cool. But go for that 2-3 years. See how it goes. Bro, I'm going to keep it a stack. You might break up in 6 months. So you might as well go for that 2-3 years and just see how it goes. You are thinking a little bit ahead, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, you know what that means? If you're thinking far ahead, it means you're a future-oriented guy, and that's good. Those people are mature. People who think about the future are mature. If you were just thinking about right now, if you're like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to bust a nut, she's hot, but her friend is right here. No. It's like, dude, you're thinking about the future in your trade. Like, that's some G shit. Like, that's a good, that was fucking cool, damn. But yeah, bro, that's good. You know what I'm saying? So, keep it P. Don't take disrespect. Don't get emotional. Try it out. Feel her out. And grow together. And go to the gym. That's what I'll say about that shit.